So if you caught last week's episode, you saw us broke down on the side of the road with a ram air intake boot blown off. What happened was the turbo overpressured the boot slipped off the ram air intake. We were able to slip it back on, tighten the clamp down, and it worked fine. Doing some research on ram forms, there was an issue where you basically need to provide some sort of tacky adherence of that boot where it attaches to the ram air intake, where the metal and the rubber come together. And so the suggestion on there was to clean it with brake clean and then apply hairspray. This is where we have to make repairs on the road when you're a nomad. We're very conscientious about everything that we're doing out here. We don't leave anything behind. We don't leave chemicals on the ground. We don't leave trash behind. We're very clean about what we're doing. We're always catching things if there is going to be a chance of leaving something. So today with the brake clean, I'm just going to spray a paper towel and then apply it that way instead of just spraying it onto the ram air intake. And the same thing with the hairspray. So we always leave no trace when we're out here in the beautiful wilderness, public lands. But yeah, we have to do these repairs from time to time. First, we'll take the clamp off. All right, clean up with a little brake clean. I carry the brake clean around for when we pack bearings once a year. That should do it. And we're just gonna apply a little bit of hairspray to it. Fixing rams with hairspray, who knew? Smells good. Aaron researched the cheapest hairspray that was the tackiest or the stickiest. Turns out the winner is Aquanet. So we're just gonna slip this boot back on. All right, so I think we got that taken care of now. So hopefully that's the last time we have to talk about ram air intake. Yeah, that was a little quick repair that we had to make. Fairly common on the road to make repairs to your RV or to your truck. All is good. Make sure you have a good tool set when you're a nomad.
Good morning. It is a pre-pack up day. Justin did a repair on the truck this morning. Worked on that boot, getting that back on. Part of my pre-pack up is running errands of anything that we might need in town. So today is laundry. I'm gonna get a few groceries at Walmart just because we're going back into California. So prices will be a little higher.
Time to go. Time to load it up, get it packed, get on down the road. Yeah, it's a sweet spot. No four-wheel drive. No save-a-jacks had to be removed. No awkward, weird pull-outs.
No double hitches.
No double hitches. It was a sweet spot. So, question. Are you team glove or team no glove during dumping? I'm definitely team glove. Each his own, I guess, right? One of the things that allows us to boondock out for longer periods is our septic system. How do we use it? We have two gray tanks, one for the kitchen, one for the bathroom, which is shower and sink. Then we have a black tank. Like some of the boondockers do, we have a composting toilet. And so what the composting toilet allows us to do, we have the airhead. Some people have the nature's head. Airhead's a little bit more compact. Nature Head is a little bit bigger, but is a little bit, more obnoxious in the bathroom when it's in a tight bathroom. So anyway, we have the Airhead.
And you modified the composting toilet, so we don't have the little bucket that you gotta like empty.
Yeah.
It just goes right into our black
tank.
tank.
The little bucket gives you 1 gallon, which is usually about 1 day. So we don't have to do any urine tank emptying in nature. We can keep all of the urine trapped in the black tank, and that gives us 20, 30 days if necessary. And so, so the composting toilet, pros and cons to each. There is no smells. There's probably once a week, 8 days.
Yeah.
Approximately for 2 people for the change out. We use wood shavings and wood pellets. The composting toilet's the way to go for us. May not be for other people, but it keeps us out of the dump stations every week. So for you non-RVers, what's going on here is we've got the Volterra secondary valve. These Volterra valves are very handy, although their handles do break. They're plastic, so you can get a metal handle off Amazon. The Volterra valve is the last ditch effort to stop any waste from coming out the tube before you're ready to dump. But what we have here in line now is a Rhino back flush valve. That's what I'm calling it today. And what it's doing is it's with the Volterra valve shut, then water is coming in here and it's being forced back into the gray tanks. Both gray tanks are open right now, so it's filling the pipe and then it's pushing it into the gray tanks, because the gray tanks, unlike the black tank, don't have a flush port or a flush valve to push water in from the top, which the flush valve does a more efficient flushing than backfilling. Backfilling just raises the level of the water in the tank, so it's just a gravity feed, back feed, whereas the flush valve on the black tank has like a little sprinkler nozzle on top, so when you're pushing it in there, it's kind of pressurizing and squirting around the tank. So it's not as efficient, but there's no other way to get fresh water into the gray tanks to flush them out without this inline valve. And a lot of people make them. We bought these from Rhino, I think, off Amazon. We're still holding on to our original RV dump hose from the folks that we bought our RV from. It's a pretty nice little hose. And then we have a Rhino flexi hose for the long drops. But for these little short spaces, this one works pretty good. Dangers of flushing a black tank is you're pressurizing the black tank with the black tank fill. We stop at 32 gallon just because I've witnessed what 32 gallon looks like inside the black tank. A handy little secret is to keep that values of each tank printed out of the weather so it doesn't smudge, it doesn't wear from the sun inside there in your compartment. So when you go to flush, you're not overfilling them and creating a black tank geyser out of the top of your RV pouring down on top of you. So we just hit 80 gallon right here. So we'll let that set for just a second. And then what I'm gonna do is one final back flush. So now we've got 40 gallon and 40 gallon in the 2 gray tanks. The black tank is empty. I'm gonna open the black tank valve and it's gonna rush into the black tank and it's gonna fill that up and equalize it across the 2 gray tanks. And so it's just one last final to get anything pulled out of those tanks that's not clean water. So so we'll do that real quick. So that's gonna rush back in and equalize all those tanks together. So this year we're running the Hercules Strong Guards. I don't know if they're any better, but last year we ran Goodyear Endurances. And as the joke goes in the trailer world or tire world, Goodyears are good for 1 year. And that was about true. After spending a lot of money on what was supposed to be top of the line, the Goodyears only lasted a year. And it wasn't that they blew out on us, they held together, but the tread just was minimal on install, and they were bald after a year of driving. They're 1 extra ply, which an extra ply is always better. These are 12 ply, load range F. So they're sort of fifth wheel graded tires on a travel trailer. So I'm hoping that gives us a little more insurance on blowouts. And the tread was a lot more aggressive. You don't need aggressive tread on a trailer, obviously, but you need more tread. Gives you more room for wear, where the Goodyears were just ridiculously
Well, and I
slick.
think with how we camp, which is mostly boondocking, a lot of dirt roads, gravel roads, rocks.
Yeah.
So these have been holding up pretty well so far.
So we did Idaho through Utah, down to Arizona, all around Arizona. Now we're halfway back up California, so we've almost made the loop. And you can still see I've got plenty of tread depth. Not even a quarter, man. Those are great. These are fantastic. Yeah, I don't think, right now from what I'm seeing on the wear, I'd have to get a depth gauge and check it for sure. But right now what I'm seeing on the wear, I don't think I'd go with any other tire right now. The gray tanks, we filled them all the way to 80 gallon. And now we open the black tank and we give it one last flush. And so this will be the final flush. And now we're gonna open the Volterra valve and all of it will come rushing out. And you can see with a Boondocker's composting trailer, it's pretty damn clear. Last time we flushed was what, 3 months ago?
January
time frame. So it's a beautiful part, man. It's just showers, sinks, and urine. There's no solids, no toilet paper. It's a pretty clean system. So today's travel is what I would call a medium travel day.
Yeah.
So I took the whole day off. It's Tuesday, just so that we have the insurance buffer if we need to pivot
several times. We'll
see where we end up, but we're pushing north. The most logical travel path north is through Susanville, California. And so in Susanville, that's sort of the gateway on the east side to, what's the name of the national park?
Lassen
National
Volcanic National Park.
And so it's sort of the eastern gateway to that national park, which is pretty well covered in snow right this time of year. West of Susanville, I guess they had some pretty horrendous fires. And so a lot of the forest is burned out, but we've got a couple spots, plan A, plan B. If they work out, great. If they don't, we'll keep on going.
But because Justin is still working full-time, Monday through Friday, our travel days are limited to the weekends. However, in the summertime, when it gets to be the on-season for camping, usually we'll try to arrive a Tuesday or Wednesday, sometimes a Thursday. Depending on how far we're traveling, he might work in the morning and we'll just travel in the afternoon. Wintertime, it's usually easier camping, and so we can just pull up on a Saturday or Sunday and it's all right.
Never talked about my job, what I do, aeronautical engineering of some kind. And so one of the assignments that we had in my job was England. And so it was a real blessing to be able to go to England, be immersed in the country. And so we did that for 5 years. Hannah had already left the house at that point. She was already after 18. And so she didn't go with us, but our son Hayden did. England was this beginning of the full-time nomad life because we left our home in Delaware. I guess I should say left our house in Delaware. Our home, I'm from Colorado, Aaron's from Idaho. Our home would be Colorado, I would say.
Yeah, that's where most of our family is.
Yeah, but our house was in Delaware where we lived for, 13 years?
Yeah, I think it was.
Something like that. And we just started researching full-time nomad life. When we moved to England, it was the perfect opportunity. Now, the company would have paid for a storage unit, but we didn't go that route. Instead, we sold everything. I mean, everything. Yes, it was COVID. We were able to travel quite a bit before COVID hit, and then we were pretty well locked into England during that time of COVID. And so that's when we started camping. RVs in England are just really not a thing. They have them, and they're European RVs, so they're much smaller. And so most people don't have RVs, they have tents. And so we bought camping equipment over there. It was good enough for us to go camping all around the country in England after they lifted the restrictions of crossing county borders.
Yeah, because at one point you weren't allowed to leave your county in England. They were very strict on their COVID rules.
So what it forced us to do was explore the country of England more than we would have if we were just going to Airbnbs or hotels, because we were going camping in the hillsides and in the forest.
So everything was paid site. There's no such thing as free camping. I take that back. There is free camping in like 2 sections of England. The Moors is one of them, which honestly, you wouldn't want to camp there anyway because the weather is usually very English.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you go to Pitch Up as like their app, and you can just book a campsite, which their campsites are totally different than
very expensive.
American campsites.
For a tent camp, Pitch Up, a good price is £50, 50 quid. And that at the time was like 60, 70 bucks for a tent spot.
Yeah, and some of them would have electrical, no such thing as full hookups. I mean, we weren't using them anyway because we were tent camping.
They called it three-way over there.
Oh yeah, they call it, yeah.
Three-way, sewer, electrical,
and water.
So it was three-way.
But yeah, and it was essentially a big open field, like a farmer's field sometimes, and you just pick a spot, just anywhere you want to go.
Up.
You just pitch up your tent.
So we were pitching up all over England. We went east side, west side.
Wales, we really enjoyed camping in Wales.
So we came back from England, very seasoned in tent camping. In 2023, we bought this trailer, which was a 21, so 2 years old. Grand Design, Imagine 2670 MK.
And in fact, we were camping up in the mountains in Colorado.
When we made the deal.
And we're like, we just got a camper.
That's right.
We were pretty excited about it.
Flew into Oklahoma, bought the Toyota Tundra at the Toyota dealership, drove from Oklahoma through Arkansas up to Missouri, purchased the trailer from a really sweet couple.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Then drove the truck and trailer home, and we began in around the end of August, we began modifying the trailer for boondocking life, full-time nomad life. We had applied all of our knowledge from pretty much 2011 is when we started thinking about full-time nomad life. 2011 through 23. Wow. We thought about all the different modifications we do, pretty much knew all the name brands of all the modifications of things we were going to buy and purchase and put on the trailer. And so we made those modifications in those 3 months, and we set a date to hit the road.
November 6th.
November 6th, 2023. So pretty much had been back 1 year in the States, rented my mother's house for a year.
And why did we rent your mom's house?
Because she went full-time nomad, and she bought a little casita trailer, and she started out a year before us, full-time nomad life.
Yeah, we rented her house for that first year that she was on the road because she wanted to have her place to come back to in case she decided it was not for her. And so we're like, that works out perfect. We can rent your house for a year. And she loved it. She's still on the road.
Going. She's
79 now.
Yeah.
She'll be 80 this November. But yeah, she absolutely loves it. We spend our winter usually with her in southern Arizona. We'll meet up in the later fall.
And she's a boondocker too. She refuses to stay in RV parks. She is more stringent than us, and we're stringent when it comes to boondocking.
Yeah, Justin installed a really nice solar system for her and solar setup and taught her how to use it, and she loves it. She loves the lifestyle. She's made some really, really good friends. They're super sweet, and they all look out for each other, and they take care of each other, and she really enjoyed it.
Yep.
So we just came back to the truck after walking down the road to look at that spot. Looked at Google Maps again to see if there's any other spots down this road because the road's pretty nice, pretty smooth, good condition. So there looks like there could be a couple more spots, and then there's a campground down the way. So Justin put up the drone. So the drone's out scouting and seeing what's down the road. So we put up the drone. What did you find out on the drone?
A lot of burned out forest, not a very tranquil setting. The river was nice, but
Not ideal boondocking.
yeah, not ideal. But I mean, it would have worked in a pinch for an overnighter, but not for a couple weeker or a week
So there's
as well.
multiple
So,
spots.
so multiple spots, but it's 20 miles up the road or 29 miles up the road, and we got to go back through the construction zone, which is fine.
It's all right. We'll get back to you.
Yep. All right, scoping the first spot. Looks pretty promising. Nice big expansive views of the meadow, like water out there.
Very nice.
Yeah,
It's really flat.
yeah, real flat. We got a new logo with a compass.
Well, we didn't get it. Justin made it.
Oh, I made it. Yeah, that's right.
Spent like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I did. But it's because we use a compass all the time.
Yes,
for
we do.
Our solar. That should be every motto of every solar user. East, west is best.
We tried to not use the Anderson level blocks. It's one less thing that we gotta to pack up and mess with. I like spots like this because Justin grew up as a dairy farm kid, so he is used to driving a trailer, and it makes it really nice because a lot of times I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm telling him to do, when to turn. So I'm super thankful that he knows and understands all of that, backing up a trailer and all of that stuff. I had to learn about all of that when we started RVing. Justin had to teach me how to use ratchet straps. The more you know, I guess.